Hello and welcome back to another short news video for Final Fantasy XIV with me, Meoni. It is of course the 18th of August 2020 and we have a brand new developer blog that was actually posted last night as far as I'm concerned. Basically this was translated a day or so ago on a Japanese developer blog website for the Lodestone. But of course, it's taken a while for them to translate that on the community team. So basically, they say, "I hope we're enjoying 5.3. We certainly are." Basically, it's only been a few days since 5.3 released, but the excitement continues as the Yokai Watch event collaboration returns on Wednesday, August the 19th. So tomorrow, the Yokai Watch event is back. If I'm sounding a little bit apprehensive, it's because I'm preparing myself in my body and my mind to get ready for this, basically. It says, whilst the event has appeared before, this time we're introducing new weapons and minions, as well as a new mount. Those of you fond of showing your glowing Whisperer Go-Go will definitely want to get your hands on this spiffy new mount. And there's a Jibanyan, sort of like sofa mount. Looks like a sofa to me, sort of like a seat. It looks absolutely awesome. Right. It says, but that's not all. In this updated version of the event, the number of Yokai medals required for weapons and minions has been lowered. Whether you'll be enjoying the collaboration event for the first time or a medal collecting veteran, we hope this new Jibanyan themed mount entices you to collect all of the medals. Honestly, that's a lot to do in patch 5.3. It really is. I completely agree. So this will be taking place from tomorrow, Wednesday, August the 19th at 1 AM PDT, all the way until the release of patch 5.4, which honestly at this point could be like November or something, or even December. I have no idea. I think 5.35 was supposed to be October, so maybe November, maybe December. Who knows at this point? It's crazy. So you need to go to Uldar Steps of File to actually start this event off from the poor healed youth. This guy is literally at the planters just outside from the main Aetheryte room. It says, if you've already completed this quest, you actually don't need to do it again. You can start collecting medals by simply equipping the Yokai Watch. If you've misplaced your Yokai Watch, which some of you may have done over the many years, you can actually get this from a Calamity Salvager. Remember that the Yokai Watch is a bracelet item, if you remember. So yeah, that's what you're looking for. Once you've completed the quest, you're ready to start collecting some Yokai medals. Yokai medals can be obtained by completing fates in certain areas whilst you're equipped with that Yokai Watch. So Coerthas, Central Highlands, Mordona, and all Shadowbringers areas are excluded, apparently. After you have collected enough medals, speak to the Wandering Executive in the Gold Saucer, which is right next to the prize claim stuff, to receive the Yokai of your choice. That's the minion, basically. So, as they say, here you can see everyone's favourite Yokai Jibanyan. Well, that's not mine. Mine's actually Kyubi is my favourite, but, you know, as we are. Obviously, the bracelet, the Yokai Watch, appears on your wrist. If you've never seen this before, you can glamour to this as well. So if you're all about that Yokai Watch, then yeah, you can show it off if you wish to. So it says, once you've befriended some Yokai, then it's time to work on collecting legendary Yokai medals to exchange for collaboration weapons. So you farm the fates, right? You get enough normal medals, you go to Gold Saucer, you buy a minion, and then you basically participate in more fates in certain areas whilst accompanied by the Yokai. So you summon your minion, right? So like Jibanyan or whatever, right? And depending on what minion you summon is depending on what weapon you get legendary medals towards, if that makes sense. So if I summon for example, Blizzaria, right? I know that I'm working towards the Black Mage weapon because she is, you know, it's a Blizzaria themed Black Mage weapon, right? So I have Blizzaria's minion out whilst I'm farming those fates, and in theory I should be able to get legendary medallions by having her out and doing it. You'll get normal medallions as well, but you'll also get the legendary ones. So it says, I want to give a heads up about this, but be sure you're in the correct location with the correct minion by your side. That's a good point. So it says event rewards. Next up, I'd like to show you the new weapons and minions added for the new jobs that have been introduced in this returning event. You can find information on the other rewards on their special site, and they have a link to that as well, which I definitely recommend you check out. So the first one is the Gunblade of Yokai King with the new minion Lord Enma, which is, side by side there. Looking pretty good. I'm really happy they decided to make a little bit of a glamour to go with this. I would have probably gone with something a little bit different for a choice, but that the Gunblade looks pretty cool. I'll be going for all of these anyway. The Rapier of the Serpent Lord there for Red Mage, looking pretty good there with Lord Ananta. That's the one that I'm most looking forward to getting, personally. That's the one that's at the top of my list. Then we have the Samurai Weapon, which is the Katana of the King's Council, with Zazzle as a minion. Now, these minions, as you most likely noticed, are absolutely enormous compared to the size of a Lalafell here. That's intentional. A lot of them are a lot bigger than some of the minions we had previously on the old event. So, yeah. Then we have the Glaives of the Dark Princess there with Demona as the minion. Those are really, really nice, aren't they? The dancer weapons. So it says each weapon's design is so appealing, it really makes it difficult to decide which ones to obtain first. Maybe I'll aim for the Katana of the King's Council first, but I love how unique they all are. The colours are so vibrant. I completely agree with this poster. Then we have mounts, obviously. So we've got Whisper Go, Whisper a Go-Go, and the Jabanian Couch. So to get Whisper Go, it's getting all 13 different yokai minions. So that's the first one. Whisper a Go-Go, which actually has a luminosity, like a glow as well, and a little Jabanian hanging onto the side, is actually acquire all 13 yokai-themed weapons. So this is like the first 13, not the new ones. So 13 of the original minions, you get yourself that mount on the left. 13 of the weapons of the original ones, you get... well, actually, it says 13 different. So any of the 13, you get the Whisper a Go-Go, which is one of the harder ones to get, which a lot of us already got. And if you get all 17 different yokai-themed weapons, so that's the new ones included with all the old ones, so every single weapon, which means having every single minion anyway, you get this, the Jabanian Couch, which I should only be 4 minions and 4 weapons away from. So that's going to be pretty easy for me, in theory. I'm going to try and do this. I'm going to try and stream this as well, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole update. I'm really thankful that they've reduced the amounts of fates that need to be done. But in retrospect, it does appear to me that they've reduced them because of the new additions of 4 more weapons of 4 more minions, essentially, worth of grind. So if they didn't reduce the amount of fates you had to do, for a newcomer, this event would be absolutely ridiculous. I know we have until 5.4 to do it, but that amount of grind would just... I mean, it wouldn't affect me, but it would affect a lot of people in a negative way. So at least they've basically normalized it to how the event normally is anyway, haven't they? By reducing the amount, from what we can tell. Unless it is a massive reduction on fates, but we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, that's for tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed this video. I thought I'd put this one out simply because, I like to do their developer blog entries. Let me know what you think about the Yokai Watch event if you're going for the Jabanian Couch like me, and I'll see you all next time.